Since you're spicy, I'll be the calm one today.
Okay.
But you know, Nell,
Yeah.
because I'm from the warmth, I must keep warm regardless of the situation.
Okay.
So,
Warm-blooded.
yeah.
Okay, and you're going to an island soon. What
Yeah,
you
I'm
gonna
going
do?
to Rihanna's land. They're in Barbados. I just want to go see her house.
Are you gonna go see if you can go stalk Rihanna and go or find?
Well,
her?
she's not even there, which is
You don't know.
disappointing.
Where are we? We are back. Where? On what bench? Off the bench. Welcome to episode 6, a fantastic episode. And I'm always feeling a little extra spicy, extra happy because I've got my partner here, partner on the bench. Sinalo Jazzy Jazz has decided to completely look the opposite of what I look like. Apparently, I live in summer and Sinalo lives in Antarctica. Hi, Sin Jazzy Jazz.
So, hi. Firstly, hi, Layla.
Hi.
Since you're spicy, I'll be the calm one today.
Okay.
But you know, Nell,
Yeah.
because I'm from the warmth, I must keep warm regardless of the situation.
Okay.
So,
Warm-blooded.
yeah.
Okay, and you're going to an island soon. What
Yeah,
you
I'm
gonna
going
do?
to Rihanna's land. They're in Barbados. I just want to go see her house.
Are you gonna go see if you can go stalk Rihanna and go or find?
Well,
her?
she's not even there, which is
You don't know.
disappointing. No, we checked.
Oh.
Wait, no. Lefty, I got you, girl. But
It's giving stalker.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. No, that's fine. But we're excited. We're sad that you're gonna leave again. You're gonna leave me hanging again. But it's okay.
No, but I mean, in this scheme of things, we're building up to a World Cup. So I think with the
That's
goals,
important.
it makes sense. So, like, time away, like, well, the rewards come after most.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Hey.
Video call me.
Every day.
There we go. Okay, well, now that we're done catching up on life, we've got such an exciting guest today. Remember, we're trying to tell stories. We're trying to show the best of the best in the world. And who other than someone who decided to go pro at probably one of the hardest sports in the world, ask me, golf. We've got Nadia, van der Westhuizen on the bench and off the bench. Nice.
Guys.
Lekker, so happy to have you. How are you
It's
feeling?
wonderful to be here. Good, excited, very excited.
Oh, I can't wait to get into the stories. I've got a good story to tell before you're going to kick off. But before we kick off those stories, we told you beforehand you've got to think about what you're going to cheers to, because that's how we're going to start this episode. That's how we started every episode, because we're your best friends. We want to chat about life. We want to chat about what you've done in your life. So tell us what you're going to cheers to, and then we'll cheers. We'll take a sip, and then we'll get into it.
Okay, I'm going to cheers to unemployment, unfortunately.
Oh, God.
Secret.
Literally. That felt like a drop the mic moment.
That's-
But I also like unemployment because a lot of youth now are going through that phase of unemployment. So I like that one.
Okay, well, cheers
I'm
to
currently unemployed.
Currently unemployed, but future employment.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Let's just
Yes.
cheers to unemployment. Here we go. Okay, so you grab your cup.
Just eyes,
always.
Eyes.
Cheers, guys. Refreshing.
Refreshing water. Unemployment's a hectic thing to cheers to.
It is.
It is in the broadcasting world. It's a very scary time. To know when you're going to be unemployed.
Yeah, 100%.
No, it's okay. The story I want to tell just before we get into it. Nadia was my grade 8 at school. So we, as matrics, you had to like choose late grade 11, early matric. You had to kind of choose who your grade 8s were going to be. And I remember we went to this one restaurant. All the prefects went, and everyone wanted Nadia. And I literally said to them, guys.
She looks like that cute grade 8. Like, it's
She
giving.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's giving.
She was. And,
It's
and
giving.
Nod and I came through like primary school together, so we'd like known each other. We kind of grown up together, and she almost like always felt like my little baby sister. And everyone was fighting over her, and I just went, guys, let's just be serious. Relax. She's gonna be my grade 8, so like let's just calm down. So it's such a cool journey to see where you come from, literally watching you grow up and where you've come from and where you are right now. So
Definitely.
congratulations on all your success.
you.
We'll talk about all of your success soon. But golf is the hardest sport in the world. Where does it come from? Tell us about your journey, how it started, and then we'll get into kind of your professional life.
It is one of the hardest sports in the world out there. I definitely agree to that. I've been playing since I was 6 years old. So that is like over 10 years, almost 15 years at the moment. And still learning every single day. But I started very early. It's actually an amazing story. So my grandmother's neighbor, when she used to stay in Pretoria, was a golf coach. And to this day, he's actually still my coach.
What?
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, so I started off just hitting golf balls in the back of the
Did you
yard.
like get a mini set
I did. I was one of those, yeah.
Wait, was it the plastic one?
It was the plastic ones, yeah. Limited edition.
On TikTok. So, okay, I see the vision.
Yeah. I wish I'd started when I was 6. Okay, so got the plastic set, started hitting a couple balls, and then
just loved the game from there. And started playing, not really competitive that early. Started playing competitive when I was around 10 years old. And then moved to Cape Town. Didn't really get into the golf that much as well. And then decided to move back to Joburg, and then just kind of found the love for the game again and started.
What triggered the love for the game once you kind of moved back? Because I'm trying to think, like, when we were at school, like, we knew about the kids that played golf, but I definitely don't remember it being as prominent. I know it was in the kind of the background of your life, but it wasn't as prominent. So what kind of triggered it, to become your more prominent focus once you moved back home?
I think it was also definitely an age thing. Especially in school, I wanted to do all this team sports.
Yes.
That for me was
she
ideal.
thrived at it.
So that for me, I preferred that during that age. And then when you moved to back, I was a bit older, and really decided what I want to do with my career one day. And I knew it was always going to be in sports. So then I decided to choose the most difficult one, which is wonderful.
Yeah, and then like you mentioned, obviously we know that golf is like an individual sport. What are like your takeaways from playing with, obviously being in a team environment, and then obviously now it is a lonely journey. So how do you like get yourself out there? Because obviously you will have your competitors. Is your competitor on and off the field, or is it just on?
It's just definitely just on the field. Most of us are very, very good friends off the field as well, which is nice. But yeah, it's difficult. It's a very lonely sport, especially when you start traveling overseas as well. But which is good to have a very good support system behind you. But also when I'm back home, I try and play as much team sports as I can. Maybe some action netball.
Paddle.
Paddle.
Hey. Okay. I didn't know you were playing a couple of those when you are they like mean? Are there like any mean girls on the tour international and at home?
Can I make a prediction?
Yeah.
She gives like that eye. You know that eye? Like,
don't talk.
No.
Girl. You have that eye, no. Like, I saw your pictures. Look at that picture. I know that.
It's great. Are there a couple mean girls? Are there a couple ones where you like, no, if you walk onto the course today, like, don't talk to her?
Honestly,
Don't have to name and shame.
No, I'm definitely not gonna name. But for me, I get along with everyone.
Okay.
I haven't had a bad experience with some of the girls. Yeah. No, but everyone's very nice. Honestly, I can't.
Okay. And then you turned pro. You went pro at 18. How do you become a pro? Is it how many times you go to the course? Are these like how does someone become a pro golfer?
It's a very, very good question. So I turned pro when I was straight out of school. Basically my gap year, just that straight after matric. So you kind of have to play. You have to be part of a province.
Okay.
So I played for Ekurhuleni at that time when we moved back to Joburg. So then you have to play some tournaments here and there, and get they work on a point system. So let's say we're playing a tournament this week in Pretoria, and you come fourth, then you get 3 points.
Okay.
Then if you get chosen for international team, you get 5 points. So that all need to be 8 points. Then you can turn pro.
8 points.
But also that journey.
8 points. You can get 8 points.
In my mind, I'm thinking, damn, I can do that. I sleep, and then I get on the golf course. I'm like, nah, chill. But like for me, it's like, how would your day look like now? Because I'm thinking, okay, most people use a gap year to kind of find themselves. You were like, cheers, I'm just going to go pro. How did that look for you, especially that year? Because obviously you had to work slightly harder. So how was that prep?
So for me, it helped a lot, and also my parents were very supportive regarding that. So I decided, with my parents as well, to do homeschooling for my matric year, because most of the tournaments were during school times, and I was missing a lot of school. So I did homeschooling just my matric year. So I then kind of started getting into the routine of waking up in the morning, going to practice, going to gym, and then coming back and doing some schoolwork as well. So from early on, I learned how to plan and everything regarding golf.
How early did you wake up?
Sorry?
How early do you wake up?
7 o'clock.
Oh, okay. That story was giving, like that background, like 5:30. Like, look at me. What?
Lights on. Like starts cleaning clubs.
This is what
It's like an ice bath.
I thought like 5:30.
Yeah. But I think people forget that like some people think you just pick up a golf club and you go to a course, but there's so much that goes in behind the scenes in terms of, nutrition wise, gymming and making sure you get out onto the course. So just a normal trade, like how many times do you in your unemployment, try and get on the course, or even during, pre-tournament, during a tournament week, how many times do you try and get onto the course, get onto the gym? How many people are even in your team? Like, what does your support system look like?
Yeah, so during the week before tournament, you get practice rounds. You try and go and see the course as much as you can. Get practice rounds in. So for me, in a week, I'll probably go twice on the course. The rest of the times you gym or practice on the range, doing technical stuff and drilling. And then also the team behind me, a wonderful team. My golf coach that I had since I was 6 years old. I have a really good physio. I used to see some mental coaches as well. Sure. But I've thought sometimes... I'm mentally, I don't know.
No.
Brain's fine.
No, especially because it's such an individual sport. You're alone on the course. Like, there's no one going to hold your hand through difficult times when you're there. When you have pressure, you need to learn that by yourself as well.
And then, I guess, you won a Sunshine Ladies Tour title in 2022. Yes?
How old were you?
How old were you in 2022?
3 years ago. I was 20, yes.
So I want to go back to that day. So it's obviously was it a 3-day tournament?
3-day tournament, yes.
3-day tournament, take us through those 3 days, because obviously, what did day one look like? Where were you kind of lying on that log on day one? What was the conversation after day one? The conversation, once you made the cut, once you're there, what was that kind of conversation? And then we'll get to like, what was day three's pressure like?
Okay, 100%. So, definitely during that first couple of holes, I was in my second year playing professional golf, so I was still a little bit nervous, still trying to find my feet. So played really well the first day. I think I was lying third. After the first day, second day, weather got really brutal as well. It was in Cape Town, so very windy. Then I was lying like 15, 16, so nowhere near the top at all. Came the third day, raining, wind, cold, very tough. So actually on the day it was anyone's game.
Okay.
And I still remember I was like fourth group to go off, and like there's so many people watching the leaders, and I'm thinking to myself, imagine I win this thing and they watch the wrong person the whole day. Then it happened.
Just imagine they watch, but like, you go into, I know you guys have your little bookie, you guys are marking things off, but when that wind kind of drastically changes like that, does your whole game plan go out the window? Do you have to kind of adapt on the day?
Definitely. Everything happens on the day. You can prep as much as you can the night before, but on the day, what you see is what you get. Like and it also during the round, it can change as well. You can't make a plan that you're going to stick with it. It's going to change every single time.
So you made the cut. You were lying pretty low. Okay. Then you get into those last 9 holes. You're starting to climb. You're starting to hit some good shots. What are you thinking those last couple shots? Heading into. Are you guys talking about it? Are you seeing where you guys are lying? What was the conversation between you, your caddy? Was your mom walking and your parents walking with you along, the side of it, and telling you, okay, you've gone up to second now.
Yeah.
Just.
So for me, it was just me and my caddy. My parents weren't there, so it was 2 of us talking the last couple of holes. I was very nervous because I'm obviously in contention now.
Are you aware by this point?
I'm aware. I was aware with 3 holes to go because they've got scoreboards.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So I see that I'm tied
So
for the lead.
you're looking at the scoreboard?
Yes, looking at the scoreboard.
I wouldn't want to know.
Pressure.
And then we've got 3 holes left, and he told me, just keep calm, just do your own thing, what you've been doing the whole week. So made a par and 2 drops coming in, so I thought, no, I blew it completely. And then waiting in the clubhouse for everyone to come in still. So everyone drop. And I won by 1 shot. So it was like a waiting game.
What was your winning score?
I think it was 1 under actually. 2 under. It was tough.
So it was
2
actually
under.
a really tough tour.
Your first, and imagine you sitting in the changing room, like waiting.
There's no chance.
There's nothing more you can do. Like you've played yours, like you've got to wait
for everyone to come in.
No chance.
Hit it into the water. Hit it into the water.
And the crazy thing, you mentioned like how everyone was kind of following like the likes that they want to win. you were probably done, and people were like, okay, cool, she's done. Let's watch her. And then it's like, where is she? She's still in the change room and stuff like that. So how was that for you, knowing that, you know what, I made the sacrifice of becoming pro at 18. 2 years later, I'm lifting up the trophy. How was that experience for you? Because I think it's incredible.
It's amazing. I couldn't, especially because I didn't expect it as well. So for me, all the hard work that I've put in, my parents' support throughout the years, I was a very emotional one as well. Although I didn't expect it and was waiting in the halfway house to hear if I got it or not.
Yeah, and then mentally, how did you switch on? Because obviously you said day 1, day 2 weren't the greatest, you dropped a bit. But in that final day, and when you realized that you're in contention, yes, you mentioned that you were really nervous, but how did you actually switch on? Because you still have to play. How was that switch for you?
I think I learned this very early in my life, which I'm very thankful for. Started to care less. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. Like, I
need that.
I like this.
Care less.
Care less.
Give more.
As soon as you put meaning to it, you start stressing more, actually.
That's true though, because like I still get nervous to do this work. And for me it's about like, I know that if I don't have nerves, like I don't care about it anymore. And so for me, like a little bit of nerves is good because then I know it still means something.
Exactly.
But in the space that we're in, the broadcasting space, I'm like, you have to not care about what other people think. You have to not care about what other people are saying. Even in your line of work, we had Kaylin Swarton a couple of episodes ago, and she said, like, the voices outside get so loud that it affects your own play. So you have to kind of stop caring.
Yeah, because I went through that. I think it was just before the T20 World Cup in Cape Town, actually. I used to care so much about what I read and everything of mine had to like kind of be on the straight and narrow. And I mean, obviously went to rehab for alcohol, but then the thing is, when I came back from there, I was like, if I lose, I lose.
Yeah.
If I win, I win. And I think immediately I get it now when you say it like that, because it kind of correlates.
Yeah,
it's like,
definitely.
if I win, I win. If I lose, I lose, but I'm still me.
Yeah,
exactly.
And I think now with a lot of young players coming up throughout rugby, we chasing perfection all the time, but there's nothing that's perfect.
Definitely. Agreed.
But it's at the same time, it's exactly what you said. Like, we're trying to hold ourselves to such a high standard, but you've got to know, like, I can only give what I've got.
Yeah.
And like, that has to be enough. And and again, sitting and waiting, like, I gave it my all, like, it's done.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, that's so profound that, like, that is like something that you were able to get to at such a young age too, because I'm pretty sure there are so many like female golfers in the country who, golf is a sport where if you're not perfect, unfortunately, you're probably going to end up in the water. Or you're going to hit a tree, or you're going to land on. So, what would if you could speak to little baby Nadia, who is trying so hard to, now that you've got all of these titles under your name, what would be those messaging for the little girls that are watching these episodes? What would you say to them?
I think definitely never stop working. Although sometimes it feels like you're not getting anywhere. You're not seeing results. For me, I've trusted the process as well, knowing that putting in the work, your chance will come.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah,
and I wish I could tell this to myself earlier on as well, because I was really hesitant, like trying to win, trying to do this, but it will come naturally when it has to.
Yeah,
it's all about timing.
So you've got the Cape Town Ladies Open that you won, and then you won the Supersport Ladies Challenge Open. Okay, would you look at those two wins? Is there something significantly different in what you did the first time you won in 2022 to winning now?
It was definitely different. So the one that I won this year, the Supersport one, I was actually leading throughout the whole.
Whoa, that's clutch. So that is clutch.
So good.
Yeah, clutch. So it's a whole different ball game then.
So how does your
strategy-wise
switch then from having to fight your way up the leaderboard to like stay at the top of the leaderboard?
It's almost more conservative golf.
Okay.
Not trying to be too aggressive, and also really just trying to stay calm during the whole thing, because there's other goals behind you actually chasing you. Yeah. So you still need to be a little bit aggressive, but not completely just sit down and cruise.
So would you say that instead of like say driving, lying really good on the fairway, and then trying to, I don't know, maybe hit a hybrid to land on the green, or rather than just kind of just either be happy that you'll be like just off the green, but that you'll know you trust either your short game to get on there and then finish it, or like how do you balance that kind of mentality?
You definitely have to play to your strong suits.
Okay.
You don't want to be under pressure with things that you're not comfortable with. So playing to your strength during that last day, the last couple of holes, is a thing that will take you through it.
And I mean, in cricket, we use this quite a lot. Like, coaches will always tell you switch on, switch off. So like from a wicket keeping perspective with me, as soon as I see the bowler running in, I'll tell my brain, switch on. And as soon as I catch it and I throw it, man, I switch off and I talk nonsense. I think in the step my people can hear me. But like, what I'm getting now is like, let's say after a good shot, how do you switch off? After a bad shot, how do you switch off? Because I feel like you can never like be two. It always has to be neutral. It's a good one, cool. But how do you navigate that? Like when you're walking towards your ball, how do you?
Yeah, you have to.
What do you talk? Do you talk to yourself?
No.
Oh, do you think? Do you think?
I'm in my head.
Nice.
So no, not loudly. I actually just talk a lot of nonsense
You
with
are
the other girls.
soft-spoken though, so it's like,
Yeah. She seems like, I'm like, oh, well done. You hit so nice. Really complimenting other golfers.
No, but it's important to switch off during. But for me, I just talk a lot of nonsense on the golf course with the people that I'm playing with.
okay, so it's like banter chat. But
Yeah.
I see what you're trying to do. She's trying to get them off their game.
Yeah, she's trying to get it in.
So you know, it's like, God, like, so how was it? This person was like, girl, keep quiet. We're like, no, man. No, I see.
Yeah, it's
Working with a plan.
Unfortunately, we cheers to unemployment. So you say, won the Sunshine, the Supersports Ladies Challenge Open, and then you missed your European Tour card by 3 shots. Do you know when that happened? Talk us through, that moment, when it happened, or when you found out it happened, or kind of, that process of that.
Yeah, so the qualifying school where I missed my LET card was last year December. So for me, I haven't been playing tournament golf for like 6-7 months before that. So going there, knowing that this is like your chance to get your card and play on the European Tour for 2 years to come, the pressure is a little bit different to normal tournaments, definitely. And I was fine the first day, and the second day the nerves just came creeping in. And when it's almost like a snowball effect, when that happens, it's difficult to just stop it, especially when it means so much. And I think also when I also cared too much during that week. So definitely learned a lot, and it was my first one as well. Yeah. So going forward, I know how to do things differently when I go there.
And when do you have another opportunity? Do you have to finish out and see out the year? I think you said it was 2 years now. Is it only the year after?
It's every December, every year. So this year, December again, yeah.
Okay.
So where is it this year? Like, I feel like you need...
Can we come? Can we make posters? Please. We have to be quiet, though.
But that's against my moral code. Bro. I think they'll chase me away. So I'll just be chilling. Yeah, I'll just be like, this girl. So when is it?
Where?
When?
December. From the... it's like middle December, just before Christmas.
Okay.
That's during those 2 weeks.
Yeah. Are we planning a trip?
No, it's in Morocco. It's a good destination.
Okay. I'm not going there. I'm scared of cats.
Let's go to Morocco.
I'm scared of cats. I can't.
You said you're scared of cats.
I can't.
I think they have cats there.
They do.
We've not spoken about this. Why are you scared of cats?
It's because, Layla, I know you. But I'm not... Yeah, I'll watch... You'll just message me.
I'll message you.
Get back to it. Why are you scared? What have cats ever done to you?
Thanks. I prefer dogs.
Okay.
See, I can come
But
visit.
you're scared of them.
No, I can... not a lot. Okay, one. But imagine a herd. I'm not saying. I'm gone. Okay. Nah, I'll just... I'm gone.
Okay. Sorry, back to you. Sorry, I just wanted to get into this cat story.
No. Just one I can handle, but like a lot of them, you are getting anxiety.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Mama. Yo.
Are you considered a senior on the tour now, or are you still one of the juniors?
I'm definitely still one of the juniors.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I don't know how this
Layla.
works.
Past 25 because we can chat again.
Yeah,
Look,
I think
you
over 2 years
you
time.
can keep playing golf for a really long time, but you know, she's won stuff. So maybe she's considered
Model code
Oh,
25.
25.
So that she can do it to the next person. No, exactly. Like, relax. So you must work towards. You're almost there.
Mental game. Mental game. There's a lot of. It almost feels like golf is a really niche sport. Do we have a lot of female golfers coming up in South Africa at the moment?
There's a massive group coming up as well, which is great for women's golf in South Africa. There's a lot of girls who is playing at the moment. It's just tough. We don't have a lot of opportunity, which is sad for the girls coming up. So it's kind of difficult for them to get a plan for their future, especially with golf. A lot of them go to the States for college golf, which is a good option as well. But then coming back, there's nothing that awaits you, which is quite sad.
No, like, just to follow up, I remember I was playing golf at Royal Johannesburg.
Oh, were
actually.
you?
Relax. But, like, when I was there, I think there was, like, an amateur tournament because we just went to the range and, you know,
So you
the
weren't
girls,
playing golf, bro.
Technically, I was practicing my swing, okay? Relax. That's why. Straight shot. No, but, like, when I was there, I remember just seeing youngsters. I think it was golf RSA
RSA,
amateur.
yes.
It was a tournament that was going on. And the amount of girls that I saw there, I just had such a big smile. And I was like, this is so cool. And I mean, it was little ones all the way to just before turning pro. And I think when you said that, I just literally was like, but geez, I actually saw it. And I actually saw a lot of numbers. So I think golf in this country is going to grow.
Definitely.
Okay.
It's been growing for the last 15 years, I think.
Really? So there's you that we know and we love. Who else is playing with you on the Sunshine Ladies tour at the moment?
There's a few girls, actually. I think I would say we're about, that's only in South Africa at the moment. I would say we're about 20, 30 around there. Most of the other girls travel to Europe or the States.
And do you guys then like meet up and like play golf during the week and, you know, play together, or do you guys just...
Not really, no.
Okay. I just kind of thought like maybe we're just like, let's go play like around.
No.
This is not... Is that
But why don't you actually?
We should, yeah.
Oh, you see...
Should start a mini tour.
Yeah, start a mini tour. You guys have 20 of you.
Yeah.
Keep playing.
Yeah.
It's actually a wonderful idea.
Something in the pot and the winner takes it.
I'm saying. I came up with that.
Money. Oh, so Layla wants to be the executive. Me, I'll speak for you. I will speak for you. She wants to be the executive. Me, I'm just a support.
I'm just saying right now.
No, I'll just be the number one. I'll be the mama joy of golf.
I'm the friend
Not my joy.
of the Sunshine Tour, so like I'll have a chat with my friend. See what we can
Do
do.
you have your fits? Because remember in golf, you have to.
That's why I'm friends with Nadia, guys.
One thing about golf, like the etiquette there,
Yeah.
nah, it's crazy.
It is, yeah.
If you get to like any country club, you'll just see everyone.
No,
That's very true.
No, but the rules are crazy.
Yeah, it's actually too much.
I got into a fight.
Oh,
Not a fight.
please.
A little, not even a spat.
Layla.
But like I went to, I'm not going to name and shame them,
Sure.
but like
You went to a place.
Hermanus.
You went to a place.
No, I went to Hermanus Golf Club. With the golf club they've got in Hermanus in town. Shout out Holmes. And then I've literally got a pair of shorts that I've played golf in the whole time. Like, and here at home, different courses that I went to Arabella, like they didn't have a problem with that shorts. Walked into the pro shop there. Okay, this woman goes, like types on a thing. I'm standing next to my dad, by the way. And my dad's like, because he was paying, but I was standing there. And so she was like, she looks at my dad, she goes, she can't play in the shorts. And I literally went to her like, why? And then it's almost as though she had like this epiphany, like, oh, I'm standing there. She was like talking over me, like pretending I'm not standing there. And she was like, your shorts are too short. So I had to go spend 650 Rand on a pair of shorts. And now those are my
No, but
shorts.
technically they probably wanted you to buy there at the shop.
Yeah, I think that was a...
I'm just like, this is so
Sales.
weird. Like, I've played at so many courses where, like, these shorts are fine.
Girl,
And she's like,
you got...
she can't play in those shorts.
Nah, sorry, lady.
Okay,
You don't
Nadia's
fight
got
a lot.
shorts.
Sales technique, I would say.
Yeah.
Just mean. I said she was
It just went
mean.
over your head that she was trying to get you to buy one, but
Well,
she succeeded.
was right, because I had to spend 650
But how about
Rand.
this? You You have another pair.
Now I've got another pair of shorts. It's really tough to
She
find
was
good
saying she was
shorts.
ready whatever she plays. Imagine having one.
Guys, golf's expensive. If this is your
Fair.
sport, I made golf my personality last year, so
Oh, really?
I did. I really did.
Are you bougie, my friend?
No, I just became really invested in the sport, and I would like convince myself that I can become a pro. I can't.
You could.
I can't.
You could.
Okay,
I
well,
really
a social
can't.
pro.
Social pro. I did it because all my colleagues were male, so I was like, they talk about golf all the time, and I have no idea what they're talking about. And then I made it my personality. I've got a golf game on my phone. My TikTok's full of golf. I really
Oh,
did.
no.
Well, there's a team that have they play golf on tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them do
Oh,
because
really?
we have Xboxes and PlayStations. So during their off day, you will lose them the whole day.
Thanks,
they play
Cricket South
golf.
Africa.
Eh?
I said thanks, Cricket South Africa.
No, but like my Xbox too. Like no, but I'm NBA, FIFA, Madden, golf.
PlayStation 5.
Eh?
Do they send PlayStation 5s with you on tour?
No, you by yourself. Girl. Xbox South Africa. I love golf.
So now you love golf.
Yeah, I'll learn.
What's your favorite course to play in the country and then internationally too?
In the
And why?
country, for me, I would say definitely Pinnacle Point. Beautiful.
Pinnacle Point.
And
Beautiful.
the thing is, they full every single weekend.
Yeah.
You just see people just flying down to Georgia.
Yeah, it's crazy.
No, you have to
Fancourt
go.
as
You've
well.
got to book like your Pinnacle Point like tea time probably months in advance, I think.
You have to.
Serious.
I must have known Nadia van Westhuizen.
Yeah. Got a contact now.
Take us, because the Pinnacle Point at home, beautiful landscape.
Beautiful.
And then internationally?
Internationally, I would say it was a golf course in Prague, which was a Panorama Golf Club.
Wow.
Amazing.
Okay.
Beautiful as well. Tough.
Google.
Tough.
Didn't want to walk that.
Google.
There's a lot of trees because somehow my ball always lands up in the trees.
Somehow.
That's why you pack 15. I played Sun City. I packed about 10.
10
Came
golf
back
balls.
with about
Wait, you packed 10 balls?
in my bag.
Only 10?
Girl, after maybe 9 holes, I was like, I'm out. Because I ran out. I was like, nah, I'll meet you guys at the hotel. It was like a team building with Lions Cricket. And I was like, I can't.
No. You lose all your balls.
How?
It's expensive hobby.
It's a very expensive. But and the thing is, like, I'm so impatient that like I'll hit a ball, I'll hit it into the trees, and I'll just start looking for it, and I'm like, it's fine. I'll just
Drop the ball.
drop it. I'll just drop it. Yeah. And the thing is, on foot, like before we go into the course, I buy. You get like a 24 pack
Yeah.
of like balls that have been found. They've
Secondhand.
cleaned up those secondhand
I
balls that
clean
they've
them
cleaned
up.
up. Yeah. So I buy a pack of 24 almost every time before we go into a course. Not that I've lost all of them. I just always feel I need to have more, just in
okay.
case.
It's
Just in
okay.
case.
Just in case. I never know what's going to happen on the day. I don't think I finished around with the same ball I've started.
Okay, but Nadia, like you give off someone that's really patient because look at us talking. She wanted to go look for it in the trees, but she's like, I'm not doing this.
gonna do it.
Stuff this.
So you come across as someone that's patient. Like, how important is it, especially like in the sport of golf? You say now you're unemployed, and it's literally just a waiting period until you get there. It's not that you're not gonna get there. It's like when you get there. So do you ever like challenge yourself mentally to say, okay, this is what I'm gonna work on for this given time and stuff like that?
Yeah, well, definitely. It's tough doing nothing now at the moment. Just trying to stay patient, definitely. This is one of the key components in golf. It took me very long to understand patience and learn it as well on the golf course. It's very difficult. Sometimes you get frustrated on the course and you just want to really hit one very hard. But then you...
I get so moody.
I literally just looked at you at the side, my line is like, and she's busy like.
I understand where she's coming from.
Exactly. So it's difficult. So you have to have the patience to get through the round and also for the rest of the year as well, knowing that the time will come.
What is life like on the Sunshine Ladies Tour versus, you know, European Ladies Tour? What's the life like? You know, what does it look like?
It's amazing. Definitely South Africa, although there's a lot of Europeans actually everywhere from the world that come to South Africa to play the Sunshine Ladies Tour. So for us, it's very nice to tell them where to go and where to go to Table Mountain or to go see the penguins and all that stuff. So they love coming to South Africa. And for us going to Europe, all of us travel in like groups.
The 20 of you.
Yeah, to the 20 of us. And then we explore Europe, and it's just an amazing experience. And it's tough sometimes to travel. It sounds glamorous and everything, but it is difficult sometimes.
What is, how many carrier bags do you have? And can Sinalo and I fit in one of your carrier bags?
They definitely.
It'll be clubs, Layla's.
Imagine.
Can you imagine we just go and we like, imagine just going and just playing golf every day. I've been told I'm not allowed to plan our holidays around golf anymore. Because that's how I plan holidays now.
Really?
That's nice though.
I go,
all the nice.
I will never do that.
I've literally gone, I'm like,
Can't.
oh, I even, you can, there are like sites where you can go and you can search like golf holidays. So you can, it'll be like you go to a resort, but like it's a golf resort and then you can just go play
Yeah,
golf.
it's like Sun City.
Yeah, even Sun City is one of them.
Yeah.
And you can go to like Mauritius. There's a beautiful course in Portugal. It's quite an expensive
So are you
holiday.
catching?
So I've been told I'm not allowed to like plan my holidays around golf.
You just don't want to be you just want to gallivant.
I just want to. I love being international. Imagine like being able to just play on these beautiful courses all over.
So how about this? When I retire
Okay.
in a few years, we can plan all we want. Because yes, I get to travel.
Okay.
the
Wait.
world, But I don't actually.
Okay.
Okay.
I have a question.
Okay.
Layla, Arrison, Pretoria. I'll plan it if you pay it.
Done. So how about this? I will give you my retirement date in a few years.
Okay.
Nah? And then I'll be like, Lele, this is it. All you have to include there, I really want to watch women's NBA. I really want to watch.
Perfect. Nadia's gonna send us all the like where we gotta go.
Yes.
100%.
Las
Nadia's gonna work.
Vegas, Nevada, apparently that golf course is gone.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's the most expensive golf course in the world.
That's why we've officially got it on tape. You said
Whoever's in charge of, we'll post on this.
officially. Okay, before we end it off, do you have any superstitions before you head out into the court? Is there anything you have to do day of when you play?
I definitely have something that I've been doing, I think, for the last 10 years. It's only one thing that I do. On my golf ball, I only do a red line with a Koki for 10 years that I've been doing that.
I draw dog paws on mine.
That's cute.
Yeah.
And then I put SJ.
That's why I'm
you
bad.
get cool ones, actually. You get like a clover, four-leaf clover, everything.
Okay. One red line. Then your strongest part of your golf game. Driver, short game.
Driver,
putting?
definitely. Definitely.
Told you.
Because of that
Give
photo
me.
sense.
She looks so calm.
My driver sucks.
You see there, she looks uncomfortable. You see there, she was like, oh, I don't hit it good. See what the drive like, girl.
She looks so chilled.
I know.
Okay.
You can see.
Okay, drive game. Okay, we're gonna come. I'm gonna come for lessons because I can't be a driver to
100%.
save my life.
Me too.
Okay.
No, but I
Both
can.
come.
It's just how my feet are positioned. I really struggle with that.
Okay, we'll sort it out.
open your
No, because
feet.
remember I'm a cricketer, so we literally said you just can't open. Because in golf you open quite a bit.
You do.
In cricket you don't open.
So you say
you
your
should
hips
be
don't
able-
lie.
Side on. Eh?
So your hips don't lie.
Nah. But like in cricket, like we have to always be like side on. But like in golf, it kind of like has to like end off.
Yes.
You see. So
But you should be able to hit the ball very well.
I can't hit it. It's just it does a smiley. Wee.
I do the same thing, so that we're both going. Okay, cool. I've got the best slide, and then I try and play my slice, and then I like turn so far left, and then I hit the ball straight, and then the ball goes left.
Damn.
And I'm like, where's my slice when I need it?
Golf traumatizes me sometimes.
Same. I lie at night thinking about how I could have hit a ball
Okay,
better.
I'm not there.
No, I am.
When I leave the golf course, I'm like, and that's it.
You forget about it.
Yeah.
Do you have any golfing heroes in the women's space at the moment?
Definitely. I must say Ashley Boar is doing so much for women's golf right now, especially in the States.
Okay.
She's done very well over the past few years. And it took her 14 years to get her first win on the LPGA.
Jeez.
So that's another thing about patience, and she's been playing forever. She won the SA Open when she was 14 years old. So it took her 14 years to actually win in America.
What?
So it's amazing.
Okay. Well, there we go. We'll get all the internationals on off the bench too. Eventually, when they come play in South Africa, we'll invite
Oh,
everyone
you
over.
can just go visit.
You think we've got budget?
Las Vegas.
Nadia, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
we say this every episode. For us, it's about telling stories and about being able to hear what people do in their lives and being able to go on their journey. And now being able to follow you on your journey, and everyone that watches the show is going to be able to know that there's a name that they can look out for. So thank you so much for joining us. Thanks for coming to talk nonsense with us. We appreciate it.
Yeah, it was wonderful. Thank you, guys. I had so much fun.
There we go.
Keep looking at people like that.
They stay.
No, she's teaching me.
Lola, thank you for being my co-host. I appreciate you.
Oh, look at cricket.
Oh, okay. Episode 6 done and dusted. Nadia van der Wes says, and we can't wait to see your journey and where you're going to go to. If you are watching this on YouTube, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Like, subscribe. We appreciate all the views. Also, if you have any other people that you would love to see on the show, comment down below and we'll try and get you there. From us, off the bench, I mean, it's a good place to be. Cheers. Bye-bye.